विद्युत शुल्क रिहाती प्रदान करायाउछि।
कुलभूषण जाधव मामला रे भारतर विजय पर वैदेशिक मंत्रालय सांबादिक सम्मेलन चलन शासक जीवा सम्मेलन परिसर को
There are 8 points in the press release, and I think I should highlight because many of the questions will be answered through those points. And on all 8 points, the verdict has gone in favor of India. One has been unanimous on the matter of jurisdiction. On the other, it has been a majority verdict 15-1, with the lone dissenting voice coming from the ad hoc Pakistan judge. First, on the matter of jurisdiction, ICJ has unanimously declared that it has jurisdiction in the case. Second, on the admissibility, again ICJ has rejected Pakistan's claim and has found that the application is admissible. Then there are 3 points related to the breach of Vienna Convention, and on all 3 accounts, Pakistan has been found to have breached the convention, and I'm sure if you have gone through the press release, you are aware about the 3 points. That makes it 5. On the 6th point, the court directs Pakistan to act in accordance with the Vienna Convention and inform Mr. Jadhav without further delay of his rights and provide Indian consular officers access to him. On the 7th point, Pakistan has been asked to provide effective review and reconsideration of the conviction and sentence of Mr. Jadhav so as to ensure that full weight is given to the effect of the violation of rights. And the last point, it puts a continued stay on the execution of Mr. Jadhav as it constitutes an indispensable condition for the effective review and reconsideration. Before I go into some of the other points, I would like to comment on claims in Pakistan, and I think there was a question on what they have said, that they have won. Frankly, it seems to me that they are reading from a completely different verdict. The main verdict is in 42 pages. If there is no patience to go through the 42 pages, I think they should go through the 7-page press release, where each and every point has been ruled in favor of India. I don't think there is any confusion on that account. I think they have their own compulsions as to why they have to lie to their own people. On whether Pakistan will implement the judgment of the court, I think somebody asked. The first paragraph of the press release issued by the International Court of Justice very clearly says that the judgment is final, binding, and without appeal. The court has observed that Pakistan is under an obligation to inform Mr. Jadhav without further delay of his rights and to provide Indian consular officers access to him in accordance with the Vienna Convention. This is something which I said earlier. Whether India will get immediate consular access, Pakistan is under obligation by the ICJ verdict to inform Mr. Jadhav without further delay of his rights and to provide Indian consular officers access to him in accordance with the Vienna Convention. And yesterday we said that we expect Pakistan to implement the directive immediately without any further delay. There is nothing else which is required. The request for consular access has been pending for a long time. Now it is incumbent on them to follow the verdict of the International Court of Justice and grant consular access to Indian consular officers and also inform Mr. Jadhav about the grounds of his arrest. Any other question which I have missed? Yes, I think on will the trial take place before the civilian court? The court, in its verdict, has noted that Pakistan should take all measures to provide for effective review and reconsideration of the conviction and sentence of Mr. Jadhav. And they have added that this should include enacting appropriate legislation. So I think this basically clarifies all the points which you had on the verdict, and now we can move on to other questions. No, as I said, I will not answer any speculative questions. What if? No, I mean, I'm answering to him. You see, I think, as I mentioned, that Pakistan is obliged to act on the directive of the International Court of Justice. And International Court of Justice, if you have seen this press release, it is the principal judicial organ of the United Nations. And